Hello and welcome back. Finally, Senstaku's ADHD stream. So yeah, we were supposed to play this episode last Friday. My son got sick. I actually got a text from my wife like 30 minutes before we were supposed to go live, saying, "Hey, our son Gabriel, my son, is vomiting and needs to be taken home." So I had to rush over to the daycare and pick and bring. Fortunately, it was pretty certain it was just a sinus drainage. He vomited like twice more on the way home, and it was all just like snot and shit in his stomach, and then he was fine. And then yesterday was President's Day, so he didn't have school, so I spent the day with my son. Which means we're back today. ADHD. Okay. When last we left off, we had entered what is hello, John Locke Cole. Welcome to the stream. We had entered what is commonly known as Sidequest Hell. I mean, not commonly known necessarily, but it's Sidequest Hell. It's how's our ice storm wise? We got a little free. We're on the East Coast, so we are completely outside of that. We're on the outer edge of the 7-Eleven microwave burrito, as some have referred to it. As at least one person has referred to it. Oh no, we're not too close to the sea to freeze over. It's just this particular weather anomaly isn't affecting us as much. We got a little bit of ice though. A little bit of teeny tiny bit of ice on the mailbox. I thought it was salt at first. That's how little it was. Right.
Hey, been waiting for you. So, what are you in the mood to fight?
You're frozen without power for 6 hours? Gah. Yeah, no, the interior of the 7-Eleven microwave burrito apparently sucks. And I feel for you. I feel slightly less bad for the governor of Texas, who, after spending the last 3 months preaching secession because his man didn't win the election, is now begging the current administration for emergency relief funds. That's the thing. If you had seceded from the Union, you wouldn't have the money to take care of yourself when the first natural disaster comes along. Just think about that for a minute. Barrett versus wild animals. Tifa versus wild animals.
Come back anytime you want to fight.
Barrett versus wild animals.
Choose an opponent to fight.
Yeah, no. I
back
understand.
anytime you want to fight.
Thinking about it, we had I mean, it's really cold here, but it's not like freezing. I'm just thinking back to the last time Georgia had a blizzard and the entire city was shut down. People were like stuck in their cars on 285 because we have no infrastructure for cold. Barrett element twice.
Okay, choose an opponent to fight.
Barrett versus wild animals will get us his catastrophe limit break. about that because they're talking about session never really want to. Oh no, obviously they never really want to. Like, that's... it's very obvious that you never really want to succeed in food. But the people that were talking about it, at the very least the governor, when talking about it, was not joking. They think it's a... At the very least, the Republican governor of Texas thinks it's a legitimate threat. Like, the Republican governor of Texas thinks it's a legitimate threat because he sees his state as being irreplaceable. Oh no, like, doesn't have the spine to actually do it, absolutely. But he sees Texas as an irreplaceable resource that the U.S. can't afford to lose. Which isn't true. Yes, Texas provides us a lot of oil, supposedly. But it's not like it's an irreplaceable amount of oil.
Don't look now, but it's about to get real. Oh, we're done here.
And also, much like the, much like the racists in my own state, when people tell me what they want to do, I tend to believe them just because thinking that they're joking tends to work out poorly. You know, when the racist right-wing militia says that they're going to attack the government on a certain day, turns out it's not a joke. I mean, I'm not, Georgia isn't that much better. Like, yeah, we flipped blue during this election, but barely. And in the meantime, our Republican senators, our Republican, like, we have Marjorie Taylor Greene, for instance. So, who really just looks like a person that's never been slapped in her whole life. Yeah, inconvenient to lose, but not irreplaceable is the issue. And also wouldn't be gone for very long. Spoilers, Texas does not have a standing military that rivals the rest of the United States. Okay, you made yourself an enemy combatant in the middle of our landmass. Cool. See you in a minute. I forgot to give her the ice materia. Cool. I guess Steve will just have to break them with her fists. I know. As with all things, I feel for the people that are in Texas. I don't feel for the governor of Texas. Much like how I feel for the people who are ruled over. Much like how I feel about the people who live in Marjorie Taylor Greene's segment of the works, because as much as Marjorie Taylor Greene was elected, she wasn't elected with 100% of the votes, which means that the people that don't want her to be their representative have to deal with people that do want her to be their representative. And as a queer individual in Georgia, I would hate to live in her district.
That's the way to do it. Worked up a good sweat.
Yeah, the whole America First indoctrination thing is weird. Like, I haven't said the Pledge of Allegiance in. I haven't said the Pledge of Allegiance since I was in 4th grade. Because even then, it felt weird for me to be pledging allegiance to a flag every goddamn day. It felt very culty to make children pledge allegiance to a flag that they barely understand. But it's also like, you know, this is the place you live.
Freeze! Give him your all!
Tifa punches dragons out of the sky.
That's the way to do it.
I'll call her Dragon Puncher.
Come back anytime you want to fight. Okay.
Oh, I didn't
Choose
want to
an
talk to you.
opponent fight. Come back anytime you want to fight.
Talk to them. Catastrophe and Dolphin Flurry. What we say needs more materia. I don't think outside of the bladed staff that there's very much that needs to be stolen. They make a good job. They did a good job in interact well with the combat system. Oh, absolutely. The material they've added and the material that they've brought over all work very well with the way the system.
Okay.
And it's very fun
Choose an
to,
opponent
you know,
to fight.
that feel of, you know, rearranging your materia before a big fight or after you've lost a big fight, in order to better your strategy against the enemy is still there. And it's always a good feeling when you get the correct, you know, when you correctly gauge a combat and your material loadout. Or you breathe. Combat it.
Don't need to go overboard.
Best do it right. No holding back. That's that. Not bad.
I see stars.
Nothing to it.
I feel like he was supposed to call backup, but I killed him too fast.
Enough of you.
No surprises there.
Acquired the Blade Burst ability. Oh, this one has a shield. Hey, it's the Huntsman! I remember you. I can get you on my assess pool.
I got your number.
The elite trooper belonging to the Shinra's Public Security Division and said to be the most dangerous of all Shinra troopers. He serves as the unit commander in Sector 8 town area. I beat him once already.
Burn. Get ready.
Ow, ow.
Bring it! That's the way to do it.
Ow.
Let me handle it. Hang in there.
My turn.
Oh, that didn't work.
Can't move.
Pour it on. It's on you.
I got this. No escape.
And dead.
That's a win.
Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da. Cloud versus Shinra's Thought. Dear Dr. Tifa, what is gravitation anyway, Lockhart? Yeah. Tifa simply kicks so hard that she doesn't care about gravity.
There. You're mine. It's over. That's that. That it?
Tifa is able to apply enough upward force with her legs that gravity cannot hold her down. Flame troopers. Weirdly, flame troopers are weak to fire.
Time to burn.
Oh, come on.
Calling fire. It was never in doubt.
Hard mode is fun because you don't heal. You don't get healed between fights.
We're done here!
Let's finish
My
this.
turn!
I see you.
So long! Get lost!
There. Going in. Try me.
Well, yeah. Shamrock Cole. She was trained by the greatest martial artist in the world.
Let's do this.
Obviously, she can do all this stuff. That's what martial arts do, right? All martial artists are D&D monks.
That's it. See ya. You're mine. Shit.
He couldn't have Asian martial arts as depicted in media. Get good at punching and you can eventually just fly. All the wire fu movies. Come on. Yeah, that is one of the consistent differences between Eastern and Western heroes.
Let's go.
In Western heroes, the power that the sword that you need is a magic sword, some sort of external force. In Eastern heroes, this is obviously generalization. It's not true for everyone, but in Eastern heroes,
Get ready.
the sword that you need is within yourself.
Buzz off. Let's finish this. Here we go. Enough.
Honing of internal power versus the acquisition of external power. Which, if you think about it, is kind of represented in the history of Western versus Eastern nations. Western nations, by and large, being much more colonial, and Eastern nations, by and large, being much more isolationist. It's interesting that I guess that's kind of a consequence of one is a consequence of the other, but that those attitudes are reflective in the storytelling tropes of the areas.
Nothing to it.
Because the pinnacle of the pinnacle of the Western hero is King Arthur, who has Excalibur, whose scabbard makes him immortal and whose blade makes him the best fighter in the world. And then in Eastern culture, the pinnacle of the hero is Miyamoto Musashi, who killed a man with an oar.
Come back anytime you want to fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, Arthur was a powerful warrior in United Kingdom while using his father's sword before Nimue gave him the magic sword, depending on who you listen to. Yeah, but like the icon is Arthur with Excalibur, right? Like, and even before that, it's Arthur with Merlin or Arthur with the Knights of the Round Table. You know, it's all of Arthur's power is always external, typically. His power comes from his ability as a leader, as a king, Knights of the Round Table, his alliances, mentors, his weapon. All of his power comes from him and these other things around him working together. Whereas in the Eastern hero, all of their power comes from themselves, their training and their diligence. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just it's interesting that, you know, the West with its history of colonialism has a storytelling focus on unity and, you know, multiple people coming together, or multiple things exterior to yourself coming together to increase your own power. And then in the East, with a history of isolationism, you've got the perfection of self. And obviously, that's not true of all. Like, you know, there's a huge amount of Japanese narrative that is all about, you know, the friends that you make making you stronger. Like, you know, One Piece at the one of the biggest IPs in the Japanese media at the moment is all about your nakama. But even then, within it, they still have like the time skip where all of these people, like, separate from their friends, had to make themselves stronger so that they could go back and help their friends. It's very to me. I'm always very fascinated about how our cultures influence our methods of. You can see it. I mean, and you can even see it in modern times with, like, you know, American exceptionalism. Now, American exceptionalism is taught to so many people, or has been taught to so many people, and been so thoroughly ingrained in that you now look at what happens when you've been fed the lie of American exceptionalism your whole life. You get people like Lindsey Graham or Ted Cruz, who will lie through their teeth, or will change their, you know, will flip-flop on a position no matter what, but to them it doesn't matter because they're you know, they can do no wrong, they're American. It doesn't matter if I'm a hip, because American exceptional. I'm an American, and are right as American to be hypocritical. I picture an Irish or even Scottish person hearing about Shinto. It's like, first time going, oh, you've got fairies. Yeah, I want to watch out for those. Yeah. Absolutely. Different interpretations of a similar phenomenon. Or a similar explanation, I guess. That's part of why it was so interesting to see. It was so interesting to see the VR game. Oh God, what was the name of that VR game? It was it's by the creator of By the creator of Dark Souls, or by the Dark Souls team. Durasane. It was so interesting to see Durasane because it's a story, fundamentally a story about Irish and Scottish folklore being told from a Japanese perspective. And that's a fascinating series of connections. That's part of why I sort of really dislike the idea of people. There's a difference between appropriation and representation. Spelling on Duracine, it's Deracine, but with accents on. There's a difference between appropriation and representation, and a lot of people balk at the idea of non-native people telling stories involving a situation, like Gaijin telling Japanese stories and things like that. But there is an amount of very interesting and compelling narrative that can happen when you take an outsider's perspective on a subject. And Durasane is exactly that. It's the outsider's perspective on fairies. And on fairy lore. With me. Needs more material. Now I have 2 linked various spots. You know anything about that and start complaining about the French over Arthur story in the 1400s? I mean, yeah, no one complains about appropriation when it's the other way around, which I mean is fair. Colonial, you know. It's the punching up argument, right? It's okay to attack the people who are in power because they are the people who are in power, and fundamentally attacking them in those manners won't hurt them at all. Which is weird. I was like, it's only okay to attack people when it will have no effect. It's kind of a weird stance to have. Not gonna lie. Like obviously, I'm not advocating for punching down. What I'm saying is there should be a lot more punching sideways. Just to get that out ahead of the audio clips. Yes, Sony, I know. Modern author rival that reinterpret Absolutely, yeah. No, I'm just saying that nobody complains about the French appropriating the English narratives because it's the English. And that's okay. Kind of like how everybody and their mother, you know, everybody and their mother does a really bad Italian accent. Nobody gives a shit. But the minute you do a bad, anybody that's not a white person accent, it gets really, really bad, kind of thing. It's okay to do a bad Italian accent because they're Italians. Who gives a shit? It's okay to spread Italian stereotypes because that's not racist. They're Italian. Needs more materia. Though I will admit, we do kind of invite it on ourselves. In case of the Italian stereotypes, it would help if we didn't reinforce all of them. Cue image of person trying to argue that not all Italians are hedonistic while Italians are having sex in the alleyway behind them. Oh yeah, John Locke Gold. Like your heritage doesn't typically determine what your politics are. Typically. It can, but mostly what determines your politics are your experiences. And that's the thing. If you have similar experiences, it doesn't matter where you're from. You'll be able to. So, most people, including people from England, tend to agree, fuck England. And to be fair, England's brought it on themselves. You know. When you're the major power for centuries and you use that major power to piss all over the rest of the world, it leaves a lasting impression. Let's see. I love that it'll automatically slot in the material that you've got equipped on your previous weapon, so that you can then see what your current loadout looks like with the different materia. It's real nice. I like that the nail bat. The nail bat is particularly lucky. Oh. Nailbat has more slots. Yeah, Nailbat has more slots than the Buster Sword, but the Buster Sword has linked slots. Yeah, all the Nailbat slots are not connected, which means that my materia means fuck all. And in addition, the Nailbat has more slots, but it has lower attack, lower defense, lower magic, all the other things. And in this particular case, for Cloud, what I'm looking for are linked slots. Tifa, though, I'm going to go with the Sonic Strikers, which does have the most material. Almost 2 hours after sunrise, the power didn't go out, so you suspect that you were with blackouts. Congratulations, Unlockable. Now just keep warm. Because damn if it isn't cold. Fire. Alright.
Okay, choose an opponent to fight.
Tifa in Thugs. Did we figure out what caused the, again, I'm going to keep calling it this, the 7-Eleven microwave burrito incident? Like, other than global warming?
I'll be fine. Would kill for a shower.
Planes doesn't hold back weather systems. And it just seems weird because, like, I can't remember ever seeing a weather system like this before in my life. Yeah, no, yeah, it's the extreme that I'm talking about, though. It's like, yeah, typically, you know, the mountains have effects on the weather. It's just I've never seen it this drastic of a difference. And as, like, solid of a column of temperature difference, too.
Worked up a good sweat. Would kill for a shower.
Tifa breaks machines with her fists. Just want to remind everybody that this is Tifa punching a robot, and the robot exploded. Tifa can stagger machines with her fists.
Worked up a good sweat.
Why am I dropping so many frames all of a sudden? All of a sudden, my bitrate just tanked. Is weird. I'm still consistent. No, it's definitely, and it's definitely Twitch side too. Something is happening with the Twitch servers that I'm connected to. I'm connected to I'm connected to East Coast, so it shouldn't be being affected by the freeze. Yeah, right now it's bouncing between 5,000 and 1,000 KB per second. And just consistently dropping frames, too. Don't know what is going on. Let's take this moment to refresh the stream. We'll be back in just a minute, folks. It's holding now. I don't know. In the middle of my testing there, I couldn't actually connect to the Atlanta area server anymore. So I think it might have crashed temporarily and then came back up. But we're back in its holding. There's that. Alright, where was I? Oh yes. Tifa was blowing up robots with her fists. Damn it. If I had done that, I might have gotten it up to 200%.
That's a win.
Way of the Fist, Volume 2.
Come
Time
back
for
anytime
Barrett,
you
please.
want to fight.
Once again, popping out stuff.
Okay, choose an opponent to fight.
Oh.
Come back anytime you want to fight.
Because we do have those robots at the end of it, Barrett should have lightning. So Barrett's still having that pedometer materia. Good, good, good.
Okay, choose an opponent to fight.
Hey, Master Black, welcome back to the stream. I'm so happy with what they've done with Barrett in the remake. In the original game, Barrett was much more of a Mr. T clone. In this, he's so much more of a fully fleshed out character. Apparently, the voice actor, I remember reading an interview, the voice actor for Barrett had a fantastic time. Yeah, so that's nice.
Gotta love it. Catch first. Got a whole heap of bags in your name. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hope you don't mind if I do. Oh, this is gonna burn. Rotten hell.
I'm slightly sad that they didn't maintain Barrett's casting animation from the original game. So in the original game, everybody had different casting animations whenever they cast spells. Cloud would put his sword in his back, without the pose, and just go wah. Barrett did a baseball wind-up pitch and threw his spells when he cast them in the original game. And I'm kind of sad he doesn't pitch his spells and isn't. That would have been amazing to see in this manner of a game.
Damn it.
You'll be dead soon.
Gonna make your eyeballs pop. Time for a serious ass whooping. Oh yeah, another one in the bag. Bang bang. That thunder I hear? Ooh. Want some more? Ooh. Back to the lip. Ooh. The hell?
Put your turret down.
Let's have us some fun.
Summon Chokoro.
So now. Keep pouring it on. Still, suck on this.
And kerplunk for the win.
Thanks, y'all. Oh, we're done here.
Sharpshooter's Companion, Volume 2. I feel like what Barrett does is not really sharpshooting. It's more of a spray and pray situation.
Come back anytime you want to fight.
Alright, the last ones we're going to set everybody back up. Which hunter organization is the scariest, in my opinion? The Chiron group, because they're literally big pharma. Lightning. Berry.
Okay, choose an opponent to fight.
You're mine. Take him down. My turn. Need a light? Here we go. Let's do this.
God, ghosts are so hard to kill. Ironically. Ah.
It's on you.
Taking over. Just like that, okay?
Why does everyone in the hunter group fear the task force showing up? Task Force Valkyrie is a hunter organization based on the U.S. military and run by the FBI. So it's not that everyone fears Task Force Valkyrie showing up, it's that them showing up would be a pain in the ass. Task Force Valkyrie is as close to government-funded hunter organizations you can get, basically. Outside of the Malleus Maleficarum that are literally funded by the Vatican.
That's that.
Like, Task Force Valkyrie are the only people that can actually arrest you.
Worked up a good sweat.
Scared of something?
No holding back. It's over. Shit. Buzz off. You're
And if you think the government's corrupt in real life, wait until you experience government corruption in the world of darkness. Where agents of the worm are literally in the U.S. Senate.
all right. No escape.
Ain't got nothing on me.
Let's do this. Take the lead.
Why now?
All set. Come on. Hang in there. Chill out. Finish him off.
I'm way off.
We gotta switch it up.
Gotcha. Gotta stay.
Yeah, it's less they bring a minigun to an infiltration mission sort of deal, and they bring a tactical nuclear strike to an infiltration mission sort of deal.
Doggone it, asshole! You can handle
We'll get through this. Help us out. Come on.
Yeah, we're very much the hunters that we have currently in the Terminus tendency are very much on the side of minimizing excess damage, and very rare is the Task Force Valkyrie agent that wants to minimize damage. They're going for they're going for less minimal damage and more maximum effect. You make sure all of them are all the way dead and that they can't spread because whatever they've touched is dead too can't. Yeah, that's Task Force Valkyrie. In a nutshell.
Keep it together.
I'm up for anything. Sorry, no choice.
not bad.
Now, finally, two-person team versus team payback. Cloud. Out of a homebrew hunter group, want to hear it? Sure, go ahead. I'll tell you if it already exists or not. Hedgehog attack.
Okay, let's go. Yeah. Ha. Come on. I can't.
It's on now. Let's finish this.
Strike hard and fast. Cool off. No surprises there. All set. There. Here. Chill out. Good luck.
Let's do
Stay
this.
strong.
All right.
Come on.
Going in.
Come on.
Now's our chance.
Let's finish. Gotcha. Cool off. That sucked. You're up.
Take it over.
Bring it.
Wow.
Is that it?
I see what you're doing with that. You're up, taking over, makes them aware that the player's focus. I mean, to a certain extent, but also when a character isn't in the player's focus, they take a less active role. They'll they'll still fight, but they'll be more like waiting and judging based on what the player's doing. So it's more like you're in charge of the fight now. We'll listen to calls, because theoretically this tactical mode here is whoever I'm controlling calling out to their allies to do the thing. Like this.
Calling lightning. Here we go. Take the lead.
Okay, let's go. Ha! Ha! Gotcha. Give him your all. Gotcha.
hit him.
Alright, Ifrit, you're not elementally the correct type for this, but you'll do. Punch him. You're bigger than he is.
Gotta be smart.
Come on.
Take the lead.
Need to heal up.
Give me your best shot.
There.
Division 16 is a task force run by an international intelligence group focused on covert operations to stop problems before they become problems. Work with monsters and other hunters as needed in order to minimize damage to the public and most hunters. Most hunter organizations don't openly admit that they work with monsters, but it's cool.
See you soon.
Like, all the working with monsters we do is very below board in terms of students. It's sort of like it's a thing that hunters do, but they don't tell corporate about kind of thing. Hey, we got him up to 205.
It's on you.
I got this. Get ready.
Unless you're playing the monsters,
I got
arcs, in which case hunters never work. Always want to.
this. I'm just getting started.
Pay attention.
Gotcha. Don't think you'll walk away from this.
Dolphin Flurry. Oh god, son of a bitch.
I'm coming.
How dare you interrupt my limit break by killing me?
Buzz off.
And in the arena, we don't have items. God, I'm out of mana.
Say not looking good. I'm through with you.
I'm out of MP. I have no items. No ability to use my items, I should say. Cloud has no healing apparatus.
Enough of you.
And Tifa's down. Well, I guess I run around and blade beam it to death.
Say goodbye.
I have an almost full limit meter. I don't have a full limit meter.
It's on you.
And now I've got a bomb here that I'm completely ill-equipped.
Damn it! I'm not going out like this.
First, fuck all y'all.
Dylan!
Ow. Second, would you please deal with Well, the bomb's dead.
Take it easy.
I'm gonna slow you down. Haste myself. Triple. Oh god. Oh, would you please jump up into the goddamn air when you triple slash? Bitch.
Let's do this.
Yeah, no. As for working with the Camarilla, no. I mean, if you're running your World of Darkness, you can make them do whatever you want. Camarilla don't work with nobody, much less humans. Much less humans that refer to themselves as hunters. Camarilla barely works with itself. God. I hate cerulean drakes.
Gotta be careful.
Ever roll with Anarchs? Anarchs are less likely to murder them on sight, sure.
From the hero you turned out to be.
Okay, let's try this again. Let me change something.
Come back anytime you want to fight.
Elemental materia. Cloud. Give Barrett a nice material. I think we should. I bet just Barrett would be great for that last fight.
Okay.
Cloud's gonna be
Choose
better
an
for.
opponent to fight.
Don't overdo it.
Let me handle this. Ha! Ha! There! Here!
Steady.
Ha! Bingo! Come on! Cool off! Ha! Yeah! Come on!
If Division 16 was in the Wednesday Hunter game, how do you think they would interact with the world? Honestly, they didn't. Like, we would probably not trust them at all, and would probably kill them. But just because, like, anybody that professes to work with vampires like that, so like, we work with 3 vampires. Anybody that professes to work with vampires at large, probably not trustworthy. Because, in general, from our hunter's perspectives, vampires aren't trustworthy. A vampire is trustworthy, but vampires are not. I don't know how they would work with others. I'm not big on running hunter games, so I couldn't tell you how well it would work. William might like it. I don't know. That'd be a question for William, really. But we barely trust each other, so we're definitely not trusting this Division 16.
Finish him off! Damn it. And I can't
Let's
stay
do
awake.
this.
The only World of Darkness game that I have confidence in my ability to run anyways is a Mortals game. I have this idea for a Mortals game that I'm going to run at some point where it's everybody's playing just normal humans that are on vacation, and their vacation turns into a horror movie basically.
Cool off! Give him your all! Yeah! That's the way to do it.
Deal with that.
All set. Gotcha.
But I mean, from what you're telling me, not a lot from Division about 16 is widely known outside of it. But, we just wouldn't like. We don't trust established hunting organizations like the Chiron Group. And I'm in the game playing a director of the Chiron Group. So like,
Do this way.
a new mysterious organization that we know very little about. Welcome.
Gotcha. Bingo. Yeah, there. Bring it. Freeze.
There are a lot of enemies in this. Kick to ice. Put ice on.
There. Watch yourself.
I got this.
Do it. This fight's not over yet.
And we work with, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about our hunters. We work with only a few months.
Let's get this over with. You're done. Here we go.
Bring it.
We don't work with zombies. We don't work with vampires. We work with three. We work with one werewolf, 3 vampires, a handful of changelings, and 1 demon.
This won't take long.
We don't work with slashers. We don't work with zombies. We don't work with the rest of the undead. We don't. Ghosts. Oh. And we don't work with mages, except for the one.
Say goodbye.
So it is something to say that we're more. Though it is interesting to say that, you know, our characters are more willing to work with these handful of monsters than we are with each other.
I'm through with you. That's that.
Worked up a good sweat.
Well, if you're using vampires to complete a mission and then killing them when you're done, I don't know how you keep getting the vampires to work with you. That vampires are not stupid. Like they well, most of them are. They've survived this long by knowing exactly how much people would rather use them to help them. So if there's like an organization that comes around professing to work with them, and then weird, everybody that does missions with these disappears afterwards.
Pay attention. It's on now. No holding back.
Bring it.
Kill the Doom Rat!
Let's do this.
Damn it, lock onto the Doom Rat.
It's over. Enough. Do your thing.
Not throwing in the towel. Out of his way.
Take the lead.
Let me handle this. Yeah.
pressure, pressure, pressure. Come on. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Keep it together.
Okay, let's go.
Kill him, Ifrit.
Get some rest.
It's on you.
Great.
I got this. Give it up.
That's the thing.
Bring it. Gotcha. Come on.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is we're a little fast and loose with it in our Hunter game because
My turn.
William is sort of doing a combination of new and old World of Darkness stuff. But in a traditional World of Darkness game, humans, even hunters, don't know a lot about monsters because the monsters do their best to hide. And the monsters don't even know a whole lot about each other because, again, the monsters do their best to hide. Like, in a traditional vampire game, a vampire might not know that werewolves exist. You know, they might be told, be careful, be on the watch for things that are similar to us but aren't us by the older vampires. But they might never know that a werewolf exists until a werewolf is trying to kill them. Werewolves know about vampires because vampires are one of their big enemies. But aside from that, like, werewolves don't know about changelings necessarily, or ghosts or ruffians, although they tend to know a little bit more about ghosts. And hunters, humans, know even less. Most hunters only know about the specific brand of monster that they hunt and nothing else. Like, for the most part, the Malleus Maleficarum knows about vampires. They know a little bit about other things, but primarily they hunt vampires, and that's really all they care to know. And changelings are even more like. Changelings are even more secretive because they look like humans, and they're sort of like the easiest to hide. The fewest people know about changelings. And most of the humans that know about changelings are humans whose relatives were stolen by the True Fae. And so they don't really necessarily see any difference between the changelings and the True Fae. And that's why they get hunted by hunters. The big theme of the World of Darkness is, you know,
Here we go.
fear the unknown, kill what you fear thing.
I got this.
And that's where hunters come in. Hunters are the kill what you fear. They don't know a whole lot about everything. They don't know a whole lot about everything, and what they do know, they want to kill. Because the reason they know about it is the reason they want to kill it. Like, you know, a hunter will want to kill vampires because the vampire killed their family. And that's what, like, they learned that vampires exist from their family being killed by vampires. Kind of. Honestly, the only reason, like, not that he would ever admit this to them because they're valuable assets, but the only reason Zero isn't adopting a kill everything and cut it up to parts approach. Bring it on. If this bird will stop hitting me. The only reason Zero isn't adopting a kill everything and rip it up and cut it apart in parts approach is because his allies are connected to these monsters in certain ways, and he doesn't want to destroy those alliances. Otherwise, he wouldn't give a shit. Would
Buzz off.
kill him. I feel like I got into this attached to it.
It's on now. All good.
That's how you. Like, that's how you want to play it. That you can do that. That is absolutely a choice you can make. Yeah, better communication could solve some of the problems in the World of Darkness, but then it wouldn't be the World of Darkness. Yep, basically. The World of Darkness is a world in which all of the worst parts of humanity are revealed and amplified. And the question is, what can you, as a somehow decent human being within the world, do? Not be part of the problem. Slowly regaining. Huh?
I won't give up.
Yeah, and what does not being part of the problem mean to you? That too.
Still in it.
This fucking Drake is gonna kill me again. Yep. Okay, I need to take a break because this Drake is pissing me off. Alright. I'll be back in just a few minutes. If you're watching on Twitch, please stay tuned for these commercial messages, as usual. When I go on a break, that means you go on a break too. I'll take a break together. But I need to take a break because this is frustrating me now. Back in a minute. And we're back. Not only am I back, but I'm back with Coca-Cola coffee. It is a dark blend Coca-Cola with coffee and zero sugar. A great Coca-Cola taste blended with rich, luxurious coffee. Trying to remember if I believe it says here, yes, it is a Brazilian coffee mixed with Coke. Really not bad. You keep expecting when you drink it, you keep expecting it to be like really super bitter, but it's actually not. It's actually not that, not all that bitter. It almost tastes like Kona coffee. Kona coffee. Kona is the Hawaiian coffee blend. It's a very sweet coffee. One of my favorite blends, honestly. But okay, let's rework this whole thing. I'm getting frustrated. Let's rework this whole. So we're actually going to go in with Barrett, and because a lot of our enemies are weak to ice, except for the bird at the end, what we're going to do give Tifa her metal knuckle. Yeah, they started selling. They don't sell these in packs yet. Otherwise, I'd have one. They just sell them in individual cans. They have a vanilla flavor and a dark blend flavor at the store near me. Bar. If they come out with a mocha, flavor in this, I think I will have found my new drink. Lose one slob. We're gonna double our striking power. Hey. Need more materia. Have fire. Other than magnify healing, element ice. Actually. Alright, so we've got Tifa with her punchy punch. Barrett with his shooty shooter.
Okay, choose an opponent to fight.
Tifa will take out all the ground with her elemental ice punches. And Barrett will deal with the fucking cerulean drink. All right. Already working better. That's working much better. Oh.
Watch it learn. Suck on me. Jump on it, asshole. Give him hell.
Bring it! Think fast! Damn it!
Need my help, do you? Gotta love it. You got this.
Let's go! Yeah!
Ah.
Bingo! Bring it! Give him your all!
Oh, all right.
And don't come back.
Going smoothly so far. Fuck, I forgot about this dude. But that's okay, I've got Barrett. Doom rats this game.
Keep it up! Bring it! Yeah! You're up!
Yeah, I'll do it. Want some more? Gotta love it.
Hope you're ready.
God damn it, I don't have thunder on him. No! Hoist by my own Picard.
Come on. Gotta love it.
got it. Hurry on.
Can't stagger it without lightning damage, unfortunately. Damn it.
There.
Bust through it with determination and grit.
There, go for it. Come on. Gotcha. There. Yeah. We're gonna feel this one. Yeah, sit down. Come on.
I just keep punching it in the ass, it'll keep falling over. That's how this works, right?
There. Really? Yeah. Ha, bingo. Bring it. Not now.
About damn time! Doggone it, asshole! Golden opportunity right here! Tifa! Oh yeah, another one in the bag!
Alright, now for the one that keeps killing me. God damn it, would you stop? Stop locking onto the wrong one.
Come on. Not throwing in the towel. Come on. Bring it.
That's really and Drake to stop dive bombing.
Chill out. Give him your all.
Alright,
Yeah, good luck.
bomb dead. Now to kill the Drake.
Want some more? That all you got? Hope you don't mind.
Maximum fury.
Want some more? Oh, you in trouble now. Get the hell out of here. Feel that freeze. Catch you sleeping. Nothing's gonna stop.
Oh god, there was another fight. I don't have lightning.
All right, watch and learn. The hell?
kill the mono drive later. First, we need to kill the jury cutter. There we go. Mono drive's easier to kill. It's just harder to kill when the other thing is murdering.
That's the way to do it.
Did it!
Come back anytime you want to fight.
We got a lot of stuff off that side quest. Amulet increases the probability of items when defeated in battle. Clarity pendant complete fills the 8 focus. Get up. Our pedometer materia has become AP up materia. Yay! Yeah, once you've walked for enough times, the pedometer becomes the AP up materia. Basically, when you need to increase the speed at which materia levels up, slap this bad boy. We're actually gonna do that for clouds. Poison. Yeah, AP is what you get to level up your materia. And so the AP up materia means that you will level up the materia it's linked to faster. So things like the passive stat boosts, like the hit point up or the magic up, really benefit from those stats while you equip them. And so they have like 5 level. Each of them has like 5 levels, something like that. So the faster you get those leveled up, the better your character overall is. Cloud is mostly in every fight. You just put AP up materia on him and just cycle all the purple materia through. Alright. What other side quests do we have?
Don't tell anyone. I heard them.
One more music disc. Other than that, just some delicious.
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new material.
Ah, yes. HP absorption materia. This is another really good linked materia. Particularly when you link it with deadly dodge. Do here.
Cloud, I've registered a new summon. I need you to defeat the summoned entity so I can complete it. I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new material.
Who do you have? Leviathan. We'll fight Leviathan later. That's gonna be a whole day.
Those officers, where'd they go?
Might be Tifa if we can find her. Really, it's fine.
Leviathan is a whole fight by itself.
Hey, what's up, man? You vibing with this jam too? You can have a copy if you want.
Wow, would you look at that line? Our regulars are up with the sun.
There it is.
Thought a little liquid courage would help connect the two.
Hey, those officers, where'd they go?
I know this one. Marlene and I danced to it before.
That's wrong! Wrong, wrong, wrong! This is how you get down with this jam. I ought to know. It was my favorite back in the day. Pay attention, kiddo. It's all in the hips.
Wow.
Come on, little lady. Why don't you give it a whirl?
This old man really just came over and mansplained dancing to this little child.
Isn't this great? Everyone's smiling again. Thanks so much for the help.
Our pleasure. I think we needed it too.
Until the day our victory fanfare rings out through all of Midgard, our battle will rage on. I'm just kidding.
Guess a lot more people need help.
Alright. Now we go to the hardest fight in the game. Which we need to be well prepared. Remember, always need more materia.
Oh, there you all are. You're not gonna believe it, but we can finally resume services. I really owe you one.
So, what is the hardest battle fight in this whole game? It's not one in which the enemy is particularly like hard to. It's not like the enemy is particularly hard to reach, or one where it's like here's a whole bunch of mechanics being thrown at you, or even a secret. There are some secret fights in this game, but it's not one of those. Oh, man.
For days now.
HP. Deadly dodge here. No, it is in fact a quest you have to do. I mean, you don't have to do, but side quest very easily and readily.
Thanks to that stupid lake.
We learned about it when we went and talked to Madam M. Said that there were eyes.
Cloud, thank goodness you're here. A group of Corneo's men just came through, headed for Aerith's place.
So these Corneo's men have brought a weapon of mass destruction with them that we have to disarm.
Heard you punks were looking for me. Didn't want to keep you waiting.
Wait, you?
Should have known you were one of them.
But am I?
Whatever. Enough of this bullshit. Hey, let him loose. Sure. Y'all are in for a world of hurt now. Pack 'em to bits, you hear me? Leave the faces, though. Shinra ain't gonna give us the bounty otherwise.
So this is a Tonberry. And this is the hardest fight in the whole game. Not because the Tonberry is particularly difficult to fight, but if you fuck up, you die. Because the Tonberry will kill you.
Let's have some fun, huh?
Enigmatic creatures purchased on the black market by Don Corneo. These green robed fiends will slowly approach with no expression on their faces but a lantern and a chef's knife. If they fail at performing an action, they are briefly susceptible to being staggered. So, a Tonberry, lantern and a knife, will slowly walk towards you, and if it hits you when it tries to shank you with the knife, you die. There is no. It doesn't matter what your health is.
Deal with that.
Special help, do you?
But see,
Afford to be reckless.
the thing is, as you just saw in the remake, they also have an ability called Doom and Gloom. If you switch from one character to another after they have stunned you, they will instant kill your other character at range.
It's on you.
Hang back.
Yeah, they'll use Scourge to stun you. And if you change characters, they will use Doom and Gloom. If you change characters while you're Scourge, they will Doom and Gloom whatever character you've changed to, which is like their Chef's Knife ability, but at range. What they want to do is Scourge and then walk up to you slowly and then stab you. Like that.
Lord, I can't do this without you. Got some fight left in you? You're nothing special. This ain't nothing. Eye for an eye, right? I'm still kicking. Time for some fun. What the hell? Let's have some fun. Time for some fun. Now you go all out.
Oh god. Oh yeah. All right. These ones also teleport now.
Come on.
Take a shot.
Gotta stick it out till the end.
Bone Deep Grudge. No, damn it!
An eye for an eye, right?
This is game over, huh?
Bone Deep Grudge freezes everybody in place. So yeah, Bone Deep Grudge casts stop on everybody. When they get to below a certain health level, they start teleporting. They Scourge, and if you change characters while Scourged, they kill you with Doom and Gloom. Scourge stuns you and deals damage. Fuck a Tonberry. It's what I'm saying. And their Chef's Knife, and as you saw, once they stop you, their little Chef's Knife has a lunge to it now. Normally they just walk up to you and stab you. They really fucking remade them for the remake. Hardest fight in the game is the fucking Tonberry. Ah.
Hey, it's him. Gun arm. Heard you punks were looking for me. Didn't want to keep you waiting. Wait.
But am I?
Whatever. Hack him to bits, you hear me?
Yeah, the trick with this fight is you've got to lure him into Chef's Knifing and then get him to miss.
Take a shot.
Fuck.
Don't you die.
Yeah, I tried to get him to miss, but
Got some fight left in you. Eye for an eye. Come on.
I've got you covered. Can't afford to be reckless.
I'm waiting.
Take a shot.
good to go?
Like, there's like a minimum safe distance between getting scourged and...
Take a shot!
Taking over.
You're nothing special.
Don't give up.
You're a real pain in the ass. Get your shit together.
No need to panic.
Come on.
Take a shot!
Let's turn this around.
Fun,
This time.
Time for some fun!
I've lived through worse. You're nothing special. Sorry.
Let
No
me handle
choice.
this.
Sniper in
God damn it.
Tifa, I'm sorry.
Time for some
We
fun!
still got a job to do.
Won't last long. Take it from
You're
here.
I
nothing
got this.
special.
Take a shot!
Bring it.
God. Fuck a Tonberry.
We give up. Okay? We won't say a word to no one about
Can't remember if you
being
beat this
here.
Tonberry or not.
Really?
I vow.
Honest.
Fuck a Tonberry.
That's right.
Jesus
You'll
Christ.
tell everyone we were never here. That the rumors
Oh,
were
it's
bullshit.
so difficult.
And if
It's,
we hear
it's the
about you
hardest fight in the
or any of
game.
your friends coming around here ever again,
You'll answer to my boot.
Yes, sir. Miss?
I like Tonberries. I like Tonberries conceptually. Fuck that Tonberry. Ah. Complete Cornet. Can't complete Corneo's secret stash until done with all our side quests for now. Except Leviathan. I'm not fighting right now. Tonberry, some fates you can see coming, you just stop. Yeah, basically. I like what they did with Tonberries in Final Fantasy 14. So in 14, there's a whole like, there's a Tonberry. There's like several dungeons full of Tonberries, and like the first time you run the dungeon, the Tonberries are the enemies. The second time you run the dungeon, the Tonberries are your allies. Kind of fun. Let's see if this kid has it. I don't think he. I never.
Good to see you, Kupo.
Why though? I haven't figured out what the purpose of. I'm sure there's a point to it. I know there's a point to it in certain fights. In like some of the optional fights in the original game, you wanted to come into the fight as a frog because if you didn't, cast death on you or something like that, and it was a way of, or like being a frog evaded, like a big powerful thing that they did at the very beginning. Right? Otherwise, what fight it was. But I don't know what the reason for having it in this one is. Heals prevent party members from killing enemies. Huh. Have it just.
A pleasure as always, Kupo.
Yeah, I remember. Remember in the original Final Fantasy VII there were power equipment. No, I mean, oh, actually, no, yeah. You do see when Cloud turns into a frog, he has his Buster Sword on his back still. That's kind of fun.
I bet they're coming.
Well, that's all 3 missing birds. Don't know what. Now we can get back to business.
Hide the chocobo. Brother the frog, and there's the worst death in the game, unless that is to hide for the bed. That's fantastic. I haven't played 6 enough. Like I played 6 once. So I haven't played. God, that's amazing. Amped them on purpose and make them a powerhouse. God, that's like the Tifa rage, Tifa rage / instant death thing. Tifa had a pair of gloves in the original game that powered up when she was near death, and what near death meant was under the death status effect. And then there was an accessory that would instantly cast death on you at the beginning of your fight. And so one of the things you could do, I think speedrunners do this, you get that accessory and those gloves, and you put them on Tifa, and Tifa just murders every. You give her like slash all. You give her those gloves, that accessory, and slash all, and she just blah, 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 blah. Everything is dead. And so long as you kill everything, before she dies, she's fine. And even if she dies, you just resurrect her, and she's still back in the fight. You just Phoenix down. Tifa's always been a monster.
I saw it with my own eyes. A public security team walked right into Corneo's mansion.
The Coliseum is open for business.
Don't
and
tell me.
hungry for fresh meat.
I heard Don Cornelius.
Welcome to Wall Market's premier weapon shop. Do come again.
Better accessories. Good.
Don't tell anyone.
I need my 6-slot all-linked accessories, dude. Come on. Let's go see what's happening.
No one's home.
No one's home. Raid the bitch. Oh, wait. That's right. Hang on. Where's the... Back here, in the... Hire 20 random guys from the... No value?
Somebody! Hey!
That's the sound of just desserts.
Help somebody!
Oh yeah. I'm seeing large talk. Oh yeah, no, you definitely make quite a bit of gil selling everything. Where'd you get all this? Don't worry about it. Says the guy with the giant sword.
Long time no see.
Was that a 1911?
What brings you back here?
Well, we need to find a way to get topside as quickly as possible. And we figured Corneo ought to know one.
Is that so? In that case, I can help.
You serious? Then tell us.
Follow me.
We get topside. Oh, first it's...
Let's just hear him out.
So, what's the deal with the hole?
Unfinished business. If you three give me a hand with it, I'll give
Slime
you what you
monster.
need to get
They're gone.
topside.
You want us to go back into the sewers with you?
Don Corneo is definitely what you would classify as a slime monster.
What's down there?
Corneo's hidey hole. That's where I'm headed.
You're not gonna try to screw us over, are you?
If that's what you think, walk away. I'll find somebody else to work with. And you'll have to find another way to get topside.
All right. We're in.
Say what?
He betrays us. He dies.
Fine by me.
He means it.
I'll tell you more after we've climbed down. When you're good to go, let me know.
We had to go in a second. Hang on, I gotta go investigate the sex dungeon. Why? Well, there might be items down there.
Help somebody! Hey!
Hey, bro, what's up, bro?
Help somebody! Huh? You mother... I mean... Hey there. Would you mind helping me out? I'm kind of in a bind, as you can see. Thanks, you guys. Man, these jerks from Shinra showed up out of nowhere. Accused me of leaking information and called me useless. And well, the rest is history. Well, anyway, thanks for helping me out. Peace out!
We could have just killed him. I wish everything. I know why. I know why it's not. But I wish everything in the non-vending machine was like marked up ridiculously. It would fucking make sense, you know? Like, I know why it's not so that you can actually replenish your items here, but I kind of wish it was just like, well, you want a potion, huh? Well, that's gonna be 999 gil. Like, mechanically it would suck, because then you wouldn't have that refill point. But damn if it wouldn't be on brand. Last time. Nope. No items here. Couldn't remember.
You guys ready?
Again, the original game, there's items behind.
Follow me.
Back here later.
Seriously, what's the deal with the hole?
It's a trap for the Don's enemies.
What?
No one's ever gotten out alive. Well, until recently, that is.
Yeah, me. A lot. We got out alive, and then we went and fought some ghosts. We stole a stick from the big ghost. And then a plate fell on our heads. It was a wild day. By the way, that was all yesterday in universe. Actually, not even yesterday. That was last night. A full day hasn't even passed yet.
You are gonna hold up your end of the bargain, right?
Long as you hold up yours. Yeah.
I don't trust you and I don't like you. So if you so much as breathe in a suspicious way, I'll turn that face of yours into a honeycomb.
I'd save your bullets for the monsters if I were you. Some are a lot tougher than you'd think. Hate to say it, but I can barely take them on my own. You, on the other hand, shouldn't have any trouble. Am I right?
Let's get this over with.
Leslie is a very good character, and I really appreciate his addition. Basically, all the characters that they added to the game are really good. You can tell that they've had... Not the Max Goof via 2. Or Max Goof. Oh, Max Goof VA 2. Also no. For Leslie? I don't know. Yeah, you can really tell that they've had
Head for the trunk line. It marks the border.
26 years of experience.
You three lead the way. I'll follow a short distance behind.
No, it was still night when we arrived at Aerith's mom's house. And we spent the night at mom's house, so it's been, this is like, we've had a rest, but I don't think it's been a full day. It was night all the way through. Wasn't it night when we arrived at Aerith's mom's house? Yeah. Oh, there. But you know, all the characters that they've added to the they're really good, and they're very good characters, and they also add additional flavor to the narrative, which is what I want. If you're adding new things to a game, believe you're wrong. About him being Max Goof's voice actor. I mean, I couldn't tell you. It's been a while since I've heard, since I've watched the Goofy movies. So.
Burn. You're done. Now that is what I call teamwork.
I guess.
Ladder. Jason Christopher Morrison. Okay. Who's Leslie's voice actor? Oh. Mark Whitten. Well, that brings us to noon. We had some issues. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this uploaded to YouTube because I had to stop and fix my connection for a while, but that'll be it for today. Finished up all our side quests, and we got back on the main quest. Yeah. Tomorrow, we're back tomorrow with more Senstaku's ADHD stream and more Final Fantasy VII Remake. And also tomorrow, our regularly scheduled programming returns with, I'll be over at Val's channel, twitch.tv/ValDrianth, LDRIANTH, to do some more D&D roleplay with my half-orc, half-drow wizard, Malik. And then evening, we'll be back with our World of Darkness Wednesdays on Hunter. Yeah. We'll be escape a natural disaster. That, yeah, there's a dragon incoming, and we're not ready for that. That'll be tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow after our ADHD stream up. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for checking us out. Yeah. See you tomorrow.